Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and goal, Jackson being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. This is Shepard on the catch. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
58, come on. Let's go, D. Here we go, D. All day, D.
Off the play fake. Jones flush to his right, looking for Shepard deep, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down at the
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got some space here. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
15. Giants nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception, and
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He uncorks it for Snead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pick it up, DJ. Whip. Watch the whip. Keep going.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sterling Shepard.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Hey, 58 is the money. Go 58 is the money. Hey, check. 58 is the money. Big smash. I got one. 58, boy.
Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Off play action. Jones. Looking for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The CD, taking a step back. We're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
Now Jones, off play action. It's hauled in by Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 44 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now.
Ravens 15, Giants 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. Now Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep. That's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 26 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Shut up.
Jackson will throw again. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Giants 10. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I got him. 58.
Jones now. Off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
31. Giants 10.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now 2nd and 10.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate at home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Switch.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
17. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Rolling to his left. He'll run it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He uncorks it and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
The Giants take over first.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball carrier, Pernell McPhee on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, Charles, glancing back to week 2 of the NFL, certainly there were a lot of great games. Unfortunately, though, it was a tough day for injuries across the league, and the team probably hit the hardest, the 49ers, losing Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas for the season. They also had Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert also leaving that game, but they were certainly not the only team affected.
And remember, they were already missing George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, right? Those guys didn't even play in that ball game. So this is a team. Oh, Richard Sherman, of course, is on IR. They've really struggled in the early going. How about the Giants losing the face of their team? And Saquon Barkley looks like an ACL gone for the season. And Cortland Sutton also done for the season with an ACL with the Denver Broncos. tough sledding right now. Remember, Drew Lock, the quarterback, also hurt his shoulder in the last ball game.
And then Christian McCaffrey, they're saying likely at least a month for him of being out with that high ankle sprain. I guess maybe, CD, this is a good year to have just that 3-week IR rather than the longer spell.
It certainly is, and when you can have guys who can return faster for you, and you know that really helps the team out in a big way. Unfortunately for the Colts, former first-round pick and safety, starting safety for them, Malik Hooker, the IR won't apply. He's gone for the season with a torn Achilles.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A loss of 2.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Pass. Complete.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
58 the money.
Off play action. Jones. He completes it to Tate.
Jones pass.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a gain.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
58 the mic. 58 the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey.
18 Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This time, Jackson will throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
Watch the pass.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Here we go, team.
Off play action. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Another try for Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds. Down to the final couple of plays here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 35-yard
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
They'll run it again with Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley.
That's a nice run.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
touchdown, Giants.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.